Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Staraptor with Wing Attack. So this thing is amazing now. Thank goodness one of my favorites has finally risen up from the depths of hell. Okay, this thing was horrible before. It was extremely hard to use. Now it's literally ranked 23. Now, just because it is ranked that doesn't mean it's going to be just bodying through all kinds of stuff. You still have to worry about taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. But with that said, though, it is still going to be fun to use. It is going to be the highlight of this video, and we're going to just try to outmaneuver the algorithm here, as it is going to get pretty tricky. So we do have the Ampharos as well as Obstagoon on the team here. It worked out pretty good. You already know how I enjoy my Ampharos. That's why it's still here, and it pairs up fairly well with the Staraptor. All right, so you're definitely going to probably want Wing Attack on your Staraptor. A very confusing move, to be honest with you, because Gust is its Community Day move, and you would think, you know, the Community Day move would be favored over Wing Attack, but they made Wing Attack better, so it's just a little kind of crazy. Kind of like how they gave the Slowpoke family, or the Slowbro family, Scold, which has been improved, and it just received Surf. It's like, what the hell is going on here? All right, so we're going to snipe that Registeel, and they do have a Jellicent in the back, and there was really nothing they can do at that point. Let's keep it going here. Leading with Staraptor the entire time, met with a Poliwrath. This is a decent lead. Now, it's crazy because you're so squishy that Poliwrath can't still essentially threaten the hell out of you. So they are retreating, though, and bringing in their Ampharos, in which we're going to go ahead and bring in our Obstagoon here. They're going to go for that Trailblaze to raise their attack so they can do more damage with that quick move, as well as their charge move in general here. Trailblaze is still not going to be enough. Brutal Swing's not very effective. We're going to let that Trailblaze go. There, I can talk. Bringing back Poliwrath, of course, to farm us down. We're going to go for that Cross Chop here. I am going to be going with Cross Chop, of course, with Night Slash 2. Now, I do go in here with the Ampharos because I don't know if I shield up this first one here. Okay, we shielded up anyways. Okay, might as well just bring in Staraptor. Crazy enough is we're actually going to be taking these hits almost a little bit better than Staraptor as far as the counter damage. Even though we're part flying, we're part normal as well. But the part normal is actually giving you a pretty good advantage as far as going up against ghost types. That's actually going to be pretty good. All right, so we do have a Walrein in the back. I'm going to be going for that Brutal Swing to get their last shield so we can bring in the Staraptor here and finish them off by getting to the close combat and taking the win with the Spice Sovereign. Yeah, better believe it. Let's go. I got 2 shirts dedicated to Staraptor, 2 different designs. Next game, we're going to be seeing a Galarian Weezing here. All right, so the moves that we need to be looking out for, this is going to be Brutal Swing, so we're definitely going to let this go here, as the Fairy Wind is really not going to be doing too much damage to us. They also would have potentially Overheat or Play Rough, and those will definitely take us out in one shot. Now we're going to go ahead and shield this up here, see if they want to go for 2 shields on this Galarian Weezing. I think they let this go. Yeah, and it's just, yeah, we farm them down. Fantastic. Still in the yellow. Bring it in Skeledirge, and we get to fly. Excellent. Now, you could still run Brave Bird, but I don't recommend it. Fly is going to be a lot better for you, especially if you're running the Shadow Staraptor, because the fact that you're going to be lowering your defense so much, and you're already going to be taking so much damage when you go for the Brave Bird, you're just going to get annihilated, unless you do plan to swap. Anyways, we're going to be able to take down that Skeledirge, and they do have a Virizion in the back. Now, this is going to completely wall us here. We're screwed. We've got Obstagoon in the back. What in the actual hell are we supposed to do here? There's really nothing. And it's a lot of times where matches that come down to these kind of situations are really not determined by skill here. It's a matter of luck. What I mean by luck is what moves they have. You think most people would run Sacred Sword? I don't. I run Leaf Blade and Stone Edge, and it looks like they are too. So thank goodness they are, because otherwise we would have probably lost that. Maybe barely survived, but we're able to take the win there. I couldn't believe it. So thank goodness they didn't have it. Ooh, what kind of a person doesn't run Sacred Sword? I mean, it's a pretty viable situation to have Leaf Blade and Stone Edge too. So we're able to pull that one off in a seemingly unwinnable situation there. Good stuff. Let's keep it going here. What are we going to see? Oh yeah, this is where they're like, no, yeah, we're not going to let you do those wins anymore. All right, so we are up against Galvantula here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the fly. And I do believe we want to let this go. Yeah, we're just going to let this go, unfortunately. Because what are we going to do? Swap into the Obstagoon or swap into the Ampharos, and then they're going to swap and counter us. Might as well let it go down. And we figure out the situation here because Obstagoon's going to take super effective damage from the lunge. So let's just see if we can kind of run through whatever's in the back there. We're actually able to take them out, so that's pretty good. We do retreat with energy on the Ampharos as they do bring in their Steelix here. So we can do more damage as they did go for the lunge here. And, well, they lowered our attack, right? So Obstagoon does have the cross chop, so we're going to go ahead and go for that. Still doing a decent amount of damage even after they went for the Dragon or the Breaking Swipe. Did it lower my attack? It's not guaranteed anymore. All right, no attack drop there. And they do have Greninja in the back, which is going to be taking quite a bit of damage from the Obstagoon here. Let's go. Now, I think I let this go. We're going to call a Night Slash, and we survive. Are you freaking kidding me? Now it's a wrap here. They're going to be using their last shield, so I swap immediately into the Ampharos. And they get to their charge move, which is fine. We did sneak a Volt Switch through, so we just need one more. Beautiful. And we almost have 2 Trailblaze ready to go, so we can't get to 2 quite, you know, with the energy generation that you're able to get here. So we're going to raise our attack, go for 1, go for the next Brutal Swing here, and then we take the win. I didn't hit any of those bubbles because I saw that they backed out. Okay. All right. Good stuff there. Next game, met with a Poliwrath. All right, well, that's not bad at all. This is a good situation-ish. Now, you see everybody keep swapping. You're like, well, of course they're swapping. They're a freaking Shadow Flyer. Yeah, but I've been in so many situations where they actually can kind of outpace you to the Icy Wind, and then it's just a bad situation for you. But they're going to be swapping into their Ampharos, and we do bring in our Obstagoon here. Now, I said it before, I'll say it again. Obstagoon can take a hit fairly well unless you're taking super effective damage. If it's anything else, then you're just going to absorb it. The thing is amazing. All right, so we do bring in the Staraptor up against the Poliwrath, which did gain a little bit of energy. We need to keep that in mind. We go for the close combat, getting a shield from the Drapion, and then bringing in an Ampharos here. This is not... I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen here. See if I screw up anywhere. All right, so they go for a Crunch. Now, technically, you would want to maybe shield up the next one, because what if they drop your defense? Then it's going to be doing more. But in this case, you know, for Shadow Pokemon, you kind of just need to maintain your health a lot of times. All right, but anyways, they're going to be going for an Aqua Tail, and then they're going to go for a Crunch here. They're shieldless at this point, so check this chunk out, folks. You're going to freaking love this here. Icy Wind lowered my attack, so I go for Fly. This is still going to KO as we're getting stabbed, plus Shadow, plus super effective. Drapion is able to get to a charge move at 1 HP. Is this going to KO? Oh, wow. We had a good lead and still lost. All right. Well played to my opponent. Good stuff. Next game, we're met with a Tapu Fini here. Yeah, you know, we're still going to be able to threaten it. This is why this thing is ranked 23 now, because it is still... It's amazing. You can't take a hit, but it hits so hard. And with Wing Attack, you're farming up pretty fast. Yeah. All right, so we're going to shield up this Surf here. If they want a double shield, that sounds good. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off. It's going to be pretty close. And unfortunately not. So out of the Pokemon that I do have, obviously Obstagoon doesn't want anything to do with Tapu Fini. So we're going to go ahead and just bring it in to farm them down. And they do have a Charizard here. Ampharos is obviously going to be able to take that thing down pretty nice. I think we're going to actually wait for them to throw here. Blast Burn, at this point, we're going to survive with 1 HP. Look at that. Do you see that? Know your Pokemon and know what moves you can take and how much damage you can take at a certain point. And you will be able to do all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. But you can. Well, I use all kinds of different teams throughout the day. All right, multiple different wacky teams. We're not rising up in rank. We're just having fun and showing you all kinds of different stuff. I have to put out that disclaimer because there's always brain dead dummies who have something to say. Next game, we're going to be met with Hisuian Samurott. First time I've ever seen one of these. So this thing is going to be weak to fighting, but I'm not going to throw that. I don't want to. You know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of stupid on my end. I go for the Fly, but I shield up anyways. It doesn't really matter because they would have shielded up the close combat, so whatever. Bringing in the Obstagoon, they're going to be going for Icy Wind, lowering my attack, and staying in here. We're going to go for the Cross Chop to take them out. They let it go. And they're bringing in Giratina. What in the hell? What's in the back? What could they have in the back that doesn't want to see this? Another Ghost? Ooh, we just got the boost too. Maybe a steel type, perhaps? I'm going to say steel. I think there might be a steel type in the back. All right, so we're going to go for the Night Slash. And we've already gotten the boost here. So they lowered my attack. Now we're at neutral. I'm pretty sure we're at neutral right about now. Going for another Night Slash here. I didn't see if we actually got another boost. I was yapping. And they're going to be shielding that up. And we're letting this go. I was tempted to shield it up, but I'm going to go ahead and not use all of my shields here. But we freaking survive. Are you kidding me? We actually survive. They do bring in their Excadrill. So it gave me an idea when I saw that Excadrill. I was like, you know what? Actually, it wasn't them. It wasn't this person who gave me the idea, but we are actually going to be using Excadrill in a minute here. Once we start getting countered really hard, I swap it out just to see what kind of Pokemon we will encounter, and you're going to see here in a minute what happens. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Ampharos to kind of just absorb this here and farm them down with a not very effective Volt Switch. Take the win up against that Giratina. Let's get it. Next game, what are we going to see here? If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do so. Much appreciated. All right, now we're going to keep getting those hard counters. Met with an Ampharos. I swear my last two sets were all straight hard counters. It's enough to drive you absolutely crazy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go for that brutal swing here. Yeah, a lot of people do go for the Trailblaze, which is not a bad idea. You're raising your attack, but I just like to spam brutal swing over doing that, and then just bring in a Pokemon afterwards to farm them down. If I bring them low enough, they go for Thunder Punch and then get another quick move worth of energy, which is not good. Don't think they did go for the Trailblaze, did they? I don't think so. Anyway, I wasn't paying attention. My bad. All right, now we'll start paying attention. What are they bringing in? Wall Rain. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is actually a very good situation for me here. And we get the attack boost. I will actually shield this up. I know it's an Icicle Spear, and I know we would have still been comfortable. What I want to do, though, is make sure I come out of this with plenty of health. I may actually double shield them here, seeing that they also did that. Can we farm them down? Can we? Oh, it's a wrap. They're so screwed. Unless they have a fighter, there's really nothing I don't see that they can do here. What did we just see them bring in? What was that? A Lantern. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, thank God we got the boost, because if we didn't, that Staraptor would have been toast. Now we swapped catch with the Staraptor. It's going to have to be sacrificed at this point. Hitting me with the Surf. They bring in their Ampharos. They're going to throw. What we're going to do is bring in the Obstagoon. Like I've said, if you're not taking super effective damage, the thing just absorbs hits here, countering them down and then countering down the Lantern and taking that win. And the algorithm gets very, very angry at me. You keep seeing the electric types. You're going to see them more and more and more and more and more. We're still going to pull them through. Let's see what we have next here. Giving me what? Oh, no, what do you know? Oh, just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. All right, anyways, bringing in my own Ampharos here. I don't want to bring in Obstagoon, because the last thing I want to see is a freaking counter user when I throw in my Obstagoon. I wouldn't say it's a wrap, but it's not going to be looking good. As opposed to Ampharos, which is not going to be taking 4 times effective damage from anything. If that works, it's just going to be a ground move. That's the only thing electric is weak against. So this Ampharos is going to be able to take the win here, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. The unfortunate part, though, is going to be me showing them my entire team already, and I have only seen the Ampharos at this point. So they already can start strategizing on what they can do and if they can swap now, depending on what they have in the back, right? All right, so we go for the Night Slash. They are down a shield. This is more than likely going to be a Dragon Claw, so we're going to go ahead and call it, and we do. Fan-freaking-tastic. Going for another Night Slash here, and they're going to let it go, and I swap into my Staraptor to start building up that energy. We're going to use a shield here, which is perfectly fine. It's no problem at all. And they have a Jellicent in the back, which we are going to be resisting Ghost, while the Surf is going to be doing a decent amount of damage. This is getting pretty interesting. We also have the Obstagoon. I have a little sneaky suspicion that they're going to try to swap into their... What do they have in the front? The Ampharos, that's right. And try to kind of snipe us and do as much damage as they can and take us off guard here in a second. Right after this charge move here. Surf, and then a couple of quick moves. Going to... finish off that Staraptor, but I swap into the Obstagoon to bring them down low enough to the point that we can farm them down with a couple of quick moves and get to the fly and take the win with the Staraptor. This stupid ass algorithm. What a garbage game this is, man. I mean, I love battling and everything. I just hate the manipulation. It's super stupidly annoying. Can you just, I don't know, throw somebody at me with a team that's not perfectly aligned with nonsense? All right, next game. What are we going to see here? A Jellicent. This is okay. We'll take this here. We've already know what's going on here. Are they going to be able to outpace me? That's the thing. I don't know. So we go for the fly. And we'll let the first surf go here. But the thing about it, Jellicent can spam the hell out of it. So they're going to go actually swap and bring in their Skeleturge. Kind of froze up here. I'm going to be straight up with you. I kind of froze up here. Do we have... Oh, because we do have the Excadrill now. Okay. All right. So what I was doing here was I did not want to lock myself. I wanted the ability to swap out in a minute. So we're just going to go ahead and throw that damage on them with the Staraptor. And then we're going to handle the situation here with the Ampharos. Hopefully, there isn't a fighter in the back. But even if there is, they've used both shields. And we're taking out this Skeleturge right now. And we still have a shield left. If there is a heavy water quick move user, then yeah, we're screwed. But it is a Pidgeot. And they're shieldless. This drill run does a ton of damage. This will KO the Jellicent. And we can even let the Brave Bird go on the Pidgeot. Oh yeah. It's even going to be better for us. They just lower that defense. And now we're going to go for the Rock Slide and take the win. Thank you, Excadrill, at the end. Now this team here is pretty squishy. The tankiest thing is obviously the Ampharos. But at the end of the day, that's also a Shadow. All right, next game we're going to be met with a Gligar here. Very interesting matchup. We're going to shield up that first quick move. It can be Aerial Ace, right, or Night Slash. I've encountered both of them. Typically, I will encounter the one that is going to be more effective to my team than not. So if I have Grass, then it will be Aerial Ace. You know, vice versa. You know, that's how it works for all the moves that all the Pokemon that I encounter, pretty much for the most part. Even unconventional moves people don't run. It's like I let it go because like there's no way they have that move. People never run that. And then they have it the one time I let it go, and the one time I'm weak to it for my entire team. All right, bringing back that Jellicent here. We're seeing a reoccurring thing with this Excadrill eliminating these jellyfish. A Surf will KO, and I'm really hoping we'll barely survive. Damn it. Oh, we do? Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? But they catch that Drill Run on the Gligar, which that was pretty damn good. It still did a decent amount of damage, though. And if they go for Earthquake here, they're screwed. Oh, GG's. And they know it. Yep. Good game. What would have happened there was I would have farmed them down and I would have just hit the Jellicent with Brutal Swing or Trailblaze. Next game, Poliwrath. Do they stay here? Everybody's retreating and bringing in that Skeleturge. We're going to immediately swap into our Ampharos here. I think I call this, no, okay, yeah, okay, we're calling it all right. It is a Shadow Ball. And we're going to go ahead and start throwing these Brutal Swings that can be spam. So after you get the first one off, then it's just going to be 2 more quick moves, and then it's going to be very nice spam ability for you there to kind of really put on the pressure. And even getting to the damn third one, of course, they're probably going to shield this up and commit to the farm down, or it's going to be, they have no more shields. I'm such a dumbass. Okay. Shieldless opponent. Oh, that's just satisfying moments right here. Take that, Poliwrath. Now, I could have stayed there and went close combat. Could have. But I need to hold on to that for the Poliwrath. So I swap into the Excadrill here. Oh, what do I need to hold on to that for the Poliwrath? The Poliwrath that has, what, 1 HP? Come on, freaking break. There you have it, folks. Shadow Staraptor absolutely putting in the work. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
you're finally here! Fantastic!